Hey everyone, it's Jeannie here, and today I am so glad to be joined by actress, producer, and director Meagan Good. She has more than 40 movies under her belt in Hollywood, and along with her beauty and her talent, she is known for shining her light for Jesus in all of these circles. Meagan, thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
This is awesome. So we've got connected today to really talk about just something incredible that you're now a part of with World Vision, the incredible humanitarian organization that I personally support as well. Talk a little bit about how that came about and why you wanted to be a part of that.
So my friend Todd Krim came to me and said, "What do you think about partnering with World Vision?" And I was like, "I would love to. Like, what can I do? What would be the most helpful way to just just be used in that space to bring more attention to the organization or anything that they're doing?" And so the thing that we came up with was this new bracelet because it's like I love the holiday season. I do love the giving season, but I'm not super big on like receiving gifts for Christmas or even like giving them because I'm just like, I want us to do this all year round because we really want to, not because it gets towards a certain time of the year. And then there's like a little bit of stress around, like, I have to get someone a gift and it just doesn't feel quite as special. And so with this, I was like, man, this is so dope and so special because, when you give a gift from World Vision's catalog, it's like it's a gift that is changing someone's life. It's a gift that's truly blessing an entire family. And my bracelet was crafted by artisans in India. And, we were very specific about figuring out the color and what it would look like. And I love like a good vintage vibe that's like a pop and it goes with anything. And it's a statement piece. But the real statement is that we're trying to pour into each other, love on each other, show up for each other, help each other. And, when you give it to someone else, you're allowing them to be a part of that and you get to be a part of that. And so it just means so much more. And so, I feel very, very fortunate to be partnering with them and to be a part of this. And it's really exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely the gift that keeps on giving. You feel good buying the gift,
Yeah.
regardless how much it is. You're just like, I want to give because I know it's going to something awesome. And
Yeah.
I love that you're doing that. I want to talk about just you, just shining your light. I know your husband, Devon Franklin, he's very big on creating films and all of that highlight our Christian faith. But you don't shy away from sharing your faith either. And you're in Hollywood, and in Hollywood, that people are like, okay, don't preach sometimes. But I love that you guys are unapologetic about it. It is what it is. I would love to just hear why you're like that.
Because Jesus is the reason for the season.
Come
Jesus is
on.
everything. I like what I do for a living. I feel very fortunate that I get to do it. But at the end of the day, the reason that I'm here is to serve my Lord, to be who he's called me to be, to continue discovering what that entails. There's no bigger peace than knowing that you're in alignment. And I feel that I get to be here, like in the industry that I'm in. I feel like, light can't light up light. Light can only light up darkness. And so I feel that God has called all of us to different places and different, seasons and different things for different reasons. But I remember being about 19 and I had been acting seriously since I was 10. And I was in that rough transition from like child actor to adult actor. And I was seeing everyone around me working. And I was like, why am I not working, Lord? Like, what's going on? And so it was the first time that I prayed and said, wait a second, I didn't even ask you if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I didn't even ask you if I have your permission. Like, is this what you have for my life? And so that was the first time I really laid it on the altar. And I was like, I want to do this, but I want what you want from me more than what I want for myself. And I was like, so you tell me, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And if it's something else, then I'll go do that something else. And I'll be thankful and glad to do it, even though it will hurt a little bit, but I will go do it. And so, and that was the first time that I felt God saying, yes, this is what you're supposed to be doing. However, it's not about this and it's not about you. It's about the platform that I'm going to give you, and it's about you using it to glorify me, and it's about you walking in who I've called you to be. And even that journey has been very interesting because I know as a Christian, I'm very outside the box, and for some Christians can be slightly controversial. And what I've had to learn over the years is like the way that God wants me to use me is very specific to me, as it is all of us as Christians. Is very unique to however He's called us, whatever package, whatever authenticity, whatever thinking, or whatever experiences, or whatever it may be. But just learning, and I'm still learning, what that means exactly, and the type of women that I connect to, and I guess a lot of them are like me, where they felt discounted or unworthy or not good enough, and oftentimes in the church arena as well. And understanding that those people are called and qualified because God says they are, not because of what anybody else thinks or feels or understands or doesn't understand about them. At the end of the day, the bottom line and the most important thing is, one, what does God think about you? And two, who has God called you to be? And so it's interesting because I'm still walking that out in certain seasons. I'm feeling and thinking something that resonates with my spirit. And then other seasons, God's like, great, now it's time for that to go away. I'm going to give you something new in this season. And so it's constantly on that journey and constantly in that walk. And it's really interesting. But, as long as you stay close to Him, He'll guide you, He'll lead you. And that for me, walking in that and using what He's given me, because He's allowed me to be here. There's a million beautiful, talented girls that are more beautiful than me, more talented than me, and He's allowed me to be here. So just walking in like, how do you want me to use this, Lord? And what am I supposed to be doing in each season? And how do I glorify the kingdom? And how do I speak about you? Even if it's getting on a set and it's a horror movie and everyone's like, why would you do a horror movie? You're a Christian. First of all, I love horror movies. But second of all, I've found myself having more conversations about God on those sets than any other set, and people who aren't willing to hear or talk about it that feel comfortable with me, because I work as hard as I can to not be judgmental and to be open-minded. I may disagree with you, or I may not believe the same thing as you, but I don't make people feel badly about it or uncomfortable or try to challenge them or fight with them on it. I just try to move in complete love and allow the Spirit to tell me what I should and shouldn't say, and try not to move on my own, And you find in those arenas, for me, I have so many people come back to me and be like, you were my first encounter with a Christian that made me feel comfortable enough to go be curious about God, So He's always in there and He's always doing what He's doing. And, it is the greatest joy of my life to do it for Him. My acting coach always says, do it for Jesus. I'm like, I will.
I love that. That's beautiful. Such a testimony. It reminds me of kind of how I felt, because I came from the world into Christ. I was a pop star, didn't know anything about really Christianity, understood religion, didn't know, true relationship. And I felt that way going into a church as a pop star. And I would go literally pretty much naked to church, like really. And I'm like, Jesus still loves me. Like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. But and it was really that just walking it out myself that resonated. And I'm grateful that there's people like you in Hollywood that are able to really especially speak to women, who may feel outcast, or whatever religious stuff makes you feel. So I appreciate that. I really do. I know you have a new TV show on Amazon Prime, Harlem. I'm from New York, so I was like, okay. But even in that, I did see a little bit of it, which I'm sure will be a little controversial for some people. But I really love the theme of the women, and that strong community. We'll wrap it up here because we're over time, but is there anything that you can kind of share just about the season that we're in, and Christmas and the importance of coming together, especially after we've been apart for a whole pandemic?
Yeah. Well, first I want to touch on what you were saying about Harlem. When I first read the script, I was like, well, this is a bit racy. I was like, oh my. Um, and for me, I think that as we were saying earlier, there are people who will never step foot in the church because of just what they've experienced or what they've heard or what someone that they love has encountered. And I think you have to meet people where they're at. And I think, it often talks about, like in the Bible, it talks about becoming in order to reach this person or that person or this person. And
Yeah.
as an artist, I try to always convey a raw and honest experience. There was more in the script that I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But here's the thing, I'll do this gag for sure. But if we do this gag, this is how it has to be. You're not going to see this. You're not going to see that. You're not going to see this. And so those things are happening behind the scenes. But the finished product is that I want women who maybe don't follow me in type of ministry or anything like that to see themselves in this character, and for now us to have an open format and a disarming format to have certain conversations that we might not otherwise have had. Because a lot of people sometimes they will talk and they'll be like, oh, we know you Meagan goody two shoes, da, da, da. I'm like, no, I mean, I've had an interesting journey. At one point I was a goody two shoes. I was very, very religious as a teenager, to the point of where no one would even tell me when they lost their virginity. Everyone's like, don't tell Meagan. Because Meagan would be like, I just don't want you to go to hell. Like, I was like that girl, and then from that to like, that what appears to be the other extreme, I still was very much rooted in Jesus and had a relationship with Jesus. It's just what I felt convicted about or didn't feel convicted about.
Right.
And then now in this season, it's like, as I'm navigating it, I'm like, Lord, okay, there's permissive will, there's submissive will. There, you're going to have to walk me through this and lead me through whatever exactly how you want me to navigate this season. But with the show, I hope that women that maybe otherwise didn't feel connected to me may feel connected to me. And I hope that I'm able to be more usable in that space, because I don't come off as someone who's like, oh, well, it's like we all have the experiences that we've all had growing up before we were in Christ, after we were in Christ,
Oh, yeah.
and being relatable and honest and raw in the characters that I play is super important to me, so that I can be relatable and honest and raw in real life to God, to who God may call me to, and who God may call to me, and so there's that. And then with the holiday season, I'm just like, man, we went through so much last year. It's so crazy. We survived and we're here. And that means that God has something for us. And that means that we walking out whatever this next part of the journey is. And I just hope that people will be able to see each other, love each other, hug on each other. I hope that they get meaningful gifts that hopefully bless other families outside of ourselves, because that's part of what the holiday season is. It's us connecting, but it's like, how can we love on each other, and how can we like be there for each other, because we all need that, because we all feel a little crazy coming out of this thing, and so many of us felt so alone. So how can we give to each other, So.
Meagan, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your heart for the Lord. Like, really, talking to you is amazing. I was just able to really gain so much more from your journey. It's beautiful. And I love what you're doing with World Vision. And keep shining your light, sis. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that. You keep shining yours too. Yours is bright, girl. I'm like, yes.
Thank you.